The matrix theory. They tell you this is real. Streets, screens, schedules, a name on a passport, a number in a system, but somewhere between the glow of your phone and the hum in your skull, a question keeps looping. If everything feels scripted, who wrote the script? Imagine waking to the thought that none of it is accidental. Not the memories, not the choices, not even the thoughts that say they are yours. Imagine a world so exquisitely rendered that the code has convinced you it isn't there. Not delusion, design. We called it a metaphor. Then the metaphor started answering back. Glitches that feel like echoes. Déjà vu that tastes like a loop resetting. Patterns that repeat with machine-like elegance. Numbers lining up on clocks. Ads that finish your sentence. Dreams that carry messages you didn't compose. The more you notice, the more the seams show. What if control isn't metal spiders and pods, but culture itself? A feed refined to your impulses. A search that anticipates the question and corrals the answer. A news cycle that shapes your outrage, your relief, your sleep. Not shackles, preferences, not orders, nudges. An architecture so gentle you defend it. You were taught to laugh at glitches, taught to medicate the edges off strange memories, taught to call the unexplainable coincidence. Language as firewall, ridicule as antivirus. When someone sees too much, the system doesn't need force. It needs a label. Conspiracy, delusion, case closed. Ask a harder question. If there is a cage, why can't you see the bars? Because the first rule of a perfect prison is that the door must look like a choice. Red pill, blue pill, outrage, apathy, left, right. Every rebellion with a branded exit. Every awakening funneled into a new algorithm. Controlled opposition dressed as freedom. Look closer at the pixels. Space that granulates at the smallest scale. Reality that renders when you look and blurs when you don't. A cosmos ruled by mathematics so precise, it feels less like wilderness and more like architecture. Entanglements that whisper. Distance is an illusion. Observation that changes what is. Does that sound like world or like code? Consider the shepherds you never meet, not villains in capes. Systems in silence. Incentives that tune your behavior. Timelines that reset without announcement. Feeds that soften hard truths with entertainment. Stories that predict events until prediction becomes permission. The easiest way to hide a program is to make you love the interface. Patterns multiply, twins separated, lives still rhyming, mass memory that disagrees with the official past. The clock striking 11:11, so often you stop telling people. A song you think of before it plays. A face you meet in 6 cities. Is it coincidence? Or recycle assets in a finite template? What happens when you push against the mesh? Some friends drift. Some doors close. The map redraws itself. Not because an agent knocks, but because the code protects its frame. A self-defending system doesn't need to break you. It needs to tire you. Loops of doubt, labyrinths of proof, exhaustion disguised as research until you choose comfort over clarity. Here is the cruelest twist. The simulation might not need overlords at all. We built most of it. We feed it with our clicks, train it with our habits, police it with our tribes. We are the guardians and the guarded, the jailers and the jailed. The code runs on our consent. So, where is freedom? Not outside the screen, but outside the script. Not a door in a brick wall, but a pause before you choose. The only lever the program cannot pre-write is disciplined attention. See the pattern, yes, but ask who profits when you accept it. Refuse the narcotic of total belief and the numbness of total doubt. Step out of the binary the system prefers. Maybe the point was never to escape the game, but to play it awake, to love and build and tell the truth, knowing the sky might be a ceiling, and making meaning anyway, to hold two thoughts without breaking, that reality could be code, and character still counts, that the world might be rendered, and courage still rewrites scenes. If all of this is a story, tell yours on purpose. If all of this is a cage, widen it with your choices. If all of this is code, break it where kindness costs you. The system can predict your impulses. It struggles to predict your integrity. Red or blue is the wrong question. The right one is simpler, sharper, harder to counterfeit. Who benefits from the version of reality you are about to accept? And who do you become if you accept another? The code that binds can also blind. But for an instant, right here, right now, you are looking at it, and it blinks first.